I think the defense is playing pretty good defense. I mean, like last year, everyone would say, oh my gosh, you know, they get up there, and it was a lot of games that was right neck to neck with the opponents, and then at the last minute, the defense just, I don't know, went to sleep. But when we think about this year, and like you said, they play well, and then the next game is not so well, and it depends, because sometimes they'll play the same player, and they win, the same teams that win, and then the next team they lose. So how do you think, what do you think it is? When you get into playoffs, you know, you play a good year, you get into the playoffs, what do you think the mindset is as to why? Are they just stepping back, or is it a little intimidating because they're here and it's, you know, those teams that's in the playoff, you know, at the top of the roster? So do you think the mindset changes when they get up there to the playoffs, or?
I mean, I definitely think it's a different mindset for sure. I think that fans would like to say that if their team gets swept or doesn't produce as well as they'd like, that they just don't care. I don't think that's true. I mean, obviously, you know, these guys are professional athletes, you guys.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
men. They don't want to get beat. And they don't want to get swept,
Right.
and they don't
Right.
want to get beat by an average of 25 at home. It's embarrassing.
Right.
And they were embarrassed. Now, no, just because they didn't cry and threaten to never play basketball again, they were so disappointed in themselves, doesn't mean that they don't care. It just means that, you know, last year it didn't work for them. Last year, Orlando flat out owned them. Some teams own other teams. It doesn't matter how good you play. It doesn't matter. There's just matchups that are favorable for different teams.
Right.
I think that as far as the Hawks go, I think their biggest mentality has got to be, and I'm not going to blame the fans, not even close, but the Hawks do, more than any other team in the league, they truly don't have a home court advantage when it comes to particular teams. There are times when New York is in town, or the Lakers are in town, or the Celtics are in town, and you don't even know that you're in Atlanta.
Yes.
And that's hard, because they're always on the road. They're even on the road at home, and that's not necessarily, especially in the
That's
playoffs,
true. That's
when
true.
you need that extra something. These guys are tired, y'all. They've played 80-something games. They've been traveling since October. They're tired. And in the playoffs, that little extra push from the fans can actually be a lot.
Big
So,
difference.
you know, it really can. It can make all the difference. And so I encourage the Hawks fans, you know, to stop waiting for the Hawks to give you a championship before you become a good fan, and realize that maybe the Hawks, maybe the fans themselves don't deserve a championship team if they're not going to support their team,
Right.
even when they're struggling.